Yo, I'll be legit this month.
What up? What up? We had a little
Peace.
technical difficulty, but we are back. I don't even know where we was in the conversation, but you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna kick it right back up. I see you rolling up, Sean. Don, I know you always rolling up, Mac.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so this new craze, man, fentanyl is being found in marijuana, not just across the United States, but right here in Connecticut. Just recently, a guy was busted with 2 pounds, 2 pounds, I say, of marijuana that was laced with fentanyl. I shake my head. All I can do is shake my head on this. You know what I'm saying? I really don't understand what's the true point of doing it. Saying why are you trying to kill people? Are you trying to poison people? Like what's the real deal right here? Like you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the try to get us just to go buy legal weed now. When did they start doing funny shit with the weed?
Yeah, I don't know how that is, man. That shit just sounds fucking nuts, man. You mentioned that yesterday. Maybe it's a drive to get us to just buy legal
And
weed.
look, these are old stories because I'm looking back, and they reported that all the way back in November of 2021.
Yeah, I mean, it's all over. I just you talking about the guy in Middletown.
Now I'm talking about the first stories that was tracing fentanyl found in Connecticut marijuana, November
Not
8th.
definitely. It's not a new story, but I'm talking about there's if I'm not mistaken, there are 39 reported cases in Connecticut um, with the fentanyl and marijuana.
Yeah, I would let y'all know, man. If I buy some weed with some fetty in it, I'm catching a body, man. Somebody got to go.
Say that again, I couldn't hear.
If I buy some weed with some fentanyl in it, man, somebody got to catch a body. The weed man's getting his ass whipped.
Shit, but I mean, it's to the point, man. Shit, if you smoke some of that shit, man, you might not make it out to even kick the weed man ass.
Well, then you better kick a nigga ass.
That's a big fucking fact, man. That's a big fucking fact right there,
You
man.
better whip somebody ass, nigga.
Yeah, man, I just can't understand it, man. It's almost I feel like it's trick or treat where you have to tell your kids, check your candy before you eat your candy and shit. So I'm telling all my weed smokers, please check your weed before
What
you
do you
smoke.
do though? What do you shake it out? Like, what do you shake it to see if there's any dust in there? Like, how do you check your weed with fetty?
I mean, shit, man. Fentanyl is a white substance. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, bro, I don't even see why they would do it, man. What is the purpose of sprinkling fentanyl in weed? Is it to make it stronger? That makes no sense.
It's for them to catch a case, man. That's what they're gonna do. I'm catching a fucking a manslaughter case or something.
That's just fucking bug the fuck out.
It could
Man.
be this weird ass government we got trying to just make us all buy medical marijuana,
It could be that.
telling us lies,
It
another false
definitely could be
flag.
that. Huh?
Yeah, 39 cases are needed. Accident and had to review after apparent opioid
In Connecticut,
overdose. They said they only
right?
got smoked marijuana. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I catch, oh boy. And you know us, we gotta take a whole blunt to the head. That's overdose. We're done.
Yeah, it is serious, man. It's uh I think it's pretty serious for people who consume marijuana to really be on the lookout for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it can happen to anybody. You know what I mean? Especially if you're buying from the street. And like you said, if you go into the dispensary, then you know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Because you trust the dispensary. But I'm thinking somebody smaller in the street who's putting it in, smaller like 9 bags or 20 bags. But this guy got popped with 2 pounds. That's a lot. That's a lot. What's that you watching, E?
Look at everything.
Oh, okay.
I was just reading up on the fetty shit.
Yeah, the situation is crazy, man. You know what I mean? In Middletown and also in Bridgeport, man. Bridgeport is just, you familiar with Bridgeport. You got some family out there in Bridgeport. Um, can you
The
speak to
lady
like,
was killed out there recently or something. The police botched the case.
yes, two cases. Two cases. Before we even get into that, matter of fact, I got a guess. I'm gonna bring Shinda in because she's from Bridgeport, a black woman in Bridgeport. I'm gonna wait for her to get into the stream. Um, she was definitely vocal about I spoke with her and I spoke with someone else that lives in Bridgeport, my man Larry Lava, about just police in Bridgeport and how much do they really care about the urban community, and just saying the impression that I got from Shinda was like she really felt unprotected as women in Bridgeport, you know what I'm saying, and like just discarded. And to think about the cases, when you think about the cases, one woman, her name was Field, the other the woman's name was Rawls. Are you there?
No, I'm not there. But I just got some information at
Hold on one minute.
Department of Justice is sending in monitor to take over. So that
You want to chime in and say this?
okay.
Backstage.
You in backstage? Yeah, you on the wrong one. You got to go to the most recent one I sent you.
Lawrence Smith Fields.
Huh?
Is that one of them?
Yep, Lawrence Fields and it's another lady. See?
That's crazy. How did she, like, the family of them in Bridgeport who went missing? How did she go missing and she's found in her house with some dude and they don't investigate that?
No, she didn't go missing. That's not what happened. She didn't go missing.
Yeah, she didn't go missing. She was found dead, or her family,
They said,
considered her
yeah,
missing because
the
they couldn't
headline
find her
reads
and
that
talk to her.
the family
Much.
of a woman in Bridgeport who went missing and was found dead inside her apartment last month plans to sue the police department over claims they failed to properly investigate the death. That's crazy.
Ain't it, man? That's bugged out. Tell me about it, E. Like really, really crazy. Yeah, so these two women, though, you know what I'm saying? The ironic thing that they were both found on the same exact day, which was December 12th. As I said, our guest that's coming in, Shinda, has a whole bunch more information for us. I just really wanted to talk about it and say, I think that it needs to stay in the news. I'm not saying that our platform is one of the biggest platforms, but there are people that are on platform that are watching, and we really want to know about this. I know I do.
See what the hell's going on up there in Bridgeport.
Right. Phone is acting really crazy. Won't send anything through. Okay, there we go. There we go. Shouts out to everybody who's checked in, though, man. If you commented, make sure you comment, like, and also share this video. Hop back in there.
Yeah, that's a crazy case when you read up on it. I just wonder how they not investigating the dude that found her dead.
You said what?
How they not investigating the dude that found her dead?
Because he seemed like a nice guy. Police told the family. That's what the police told the family.
Right. Which is totally crazy.
The police told the family what?
So I like to look at my data sheet. So, Shinda, could you give us some more information about actually what took place in Bridgeport around December 12th with these two women?
Okay, so Lauren Smithfield, she was on a date with a man that she met on Bumble. He found her unresponsive after spending the night with her, and he called the police. The police came. Um, Lauren was dead. They took Lauren and didn't investigate the guy because he seemed like he was a nice guy, and so they let him go. I think coroner's report came back that Lauren. They said she died over accidental drug overdose. Overdose. Excuse me. She died over accidental drug overdose, but she has no history of drug abuse.
Huh.
Mm.
That might be
So,
where that Bill Cosby he put too much in her drink.
right.
That's that Bill Cosby shit.
Then the other woman.
Was she sexually assaulted? Was she did they find out did she have sex with him or stuff like that? Was she
Well, there was some evidence in her apartment, but the police didn't collect it. The family collected it. It was like a soiled sheet, a used condom, a pill.
wow.
Yeah, but the police never collected any evidence from her apartment.
Bridgeport got
But the
some
family
answers to
collected
do.
it and handed it over to the police department. And now the lawyer for the family is saying that the police they don't know what happened to the evidence the family handed over. It's a mess. Like, it's
Yeah,
a big
that's
mess.
ridiculous.
It's like it just like I don't know. It just seems like policing 101. Like, how do you not investigate the crime scene? How do you not
How do you not
um
for the crime you gotta at least establish a cause of death. And that's by investigating the scene.
and she was a young woman. Like, she didn't die of natural causes. Like,
Bridgeport definitely got some explaining to do.
for real. And so this other woman, Brenda Lee Rawls, her family reported that she walked down the street from her house to a friend's house, an acquaintance's house, and then went missing for a few days. When the family went to his house to, try to find out where Brenda was, he said Brenda had died a few days before.
Wow.
That's the second lady.
This is the second lady.
What's
Yeah.
going on in Bridgeport? They need some new detectives out there?
That's wild, bro.
They might need a whole new police department. They're on their second police chief, I think, in less than a year.
Yeah, because the first police chief actually went to jail for tampering. That's how he became the police chief.
Right. He cheated on the test. Basically.
That's crazy. That is some unexplained shit.
So, like, what do y'all think about that?
I mean, I read up on the article. They give you too much more than what you just said. I mean, you need a lot more to. I need to hear the police. Like, what are they saying? Like, what are they? Why didn't they
But here's
investigate?
the thing: like, they were supposed to be had all that evidence. This is like this happened on December 12th. This is almost 2 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the police got? They didn't got no excuse. This is only a statement they gave out. Is the one I'm reading.
Read the statement.
It's not even. I mean, it's not. It's basically just saying what you just said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all the information they got.
By many of our amounts of the team in a manner family. They didn't even time. They didn't even notify the family of death
No, they
until
didn't.
hours later.
No, they never notified them. It wasn't hours later. They never notified them. The family had to go looking for their loved ones on their own, and then discovered that Brenda Brenda Lee Rawls was in the morgue by the time her family was able to find her.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
This is-
You say you had an update about the Department of Justice.
Yeah, so the Department of Justice is supposed to be stepping into the police department, and they're going to assign a monitor to take over.
Shit. So we need a little bit of self-policing. We could probably find out more than they found out. And if this was a white woman, this should have went viral a million times.
There was recently a white woman. I wish I knew the woman's name right now. Young, between like 19 and 21, went missing
The little
after
white
an
lady
argument
was,
with her boyfriend.
yeah, the one that was
Come
up
on,
in
you know what I'm
up in the
talking about. Like,
hills. She was up in the hills, and her boyfriend killed her up in the hills. Uh-oh, Willie. Something happened over there, cuz he went down. Oh. Peely went down.